but something is going on. Damn it. What the hell is going on with Mixer today? Right, it might be working. Yes. Yep, it's working. Alright. Part 7. Vice desk. Drugs and stuff. Alright, so let's get into it. Reefer Madness.
You know a Freddie Calhoun?
Sure, I know
Freddie needs money to get out of town. Says he's prepared to blow the whistle on a primo reefer distribution ring. Says he
Has
can...
he said how much it's going to cost?
$50.
And the department will front me the 50?
You can put in an expense claim. He's over at Mike Lyman's on Hollywood Boulevard. See what you can find out.
All right. Freddie Calhoun. Go talk to him.
$50? Do they think I'm made of money?
No, you just look like you're made of money.
Oh, very good. The kid's on form. I'd say on a scale of dull to scintillating, you're a solid tedious today, which you can be pleased with.
Do you ever listen to yourself?
I don't have the same voices in my head as you do, Cole.
Freddie Calhoun. Bunch of Rory Calhouns. It's a Simpsons reference. 2001 Greyhounds. Mr. Burns wants to make a Greyhound fur tuxedo. Alright, let's go.
Get this. Middle of the afternoon, this crazy woman decides to set fire to the hotel she lives in. The fire brigade come and put it out. A couple hours later, she does it again. Up Central and says, "I've set fire to my hotel twice today. You'd better come and get me."
Did they send some uniforms around to get her?
No, that's the best part. The desk sergeant, he gets his share of crank calls, says, "All right, Lady Nero, why don't you come on down here?" An hour later, she shows. Hair still smoking, clothes small.
Yeah, I wanted to listen to that story. Oh well.
Isn't that the cop who won the...
There's a little sneak. That's him in the back, Cole.
Yes, it is.
Food wasn't great, but you're real nice.
Freddie, you're looking good.
You're gonna help me, right?
That's what I'm here for.
You got the money?
The 20? Sure, right here.
20! I said...
You want the money or the alternative?
Tell us about the reefer, Freddie.
Who's he?
Another good Samaritan. Answer the question.
Grass comes from Tijuana. They bring in 50 pounds a week.
50 pounds? Are you hallucinating, Freddie?
Gets stashed at a house at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Names, Freddie.
The guy at the house is a spick that goes by the name Juan Garcia Cruz. Well, be careful. He likes guns. How do I get my money?
Do me a favor, Freddie. Spend the money on a bus ticket. You can't last forever on a snitch jacket.
Let's go visit this Cruz character. 50 pounds of dope. Crazy.
2 club sandwiches.
Alright. Let's see. Old matey Cruz.
You can drive.
You could drive.
Fine, where are we headed?
Juan Garcia's. Oh, dude, hurry up and get in the car. I haven't got all day.
You believe his story?
Sure. A hophead like
Hello,
Freddie would
everyone.
raffle his sister for his next score.
Welcome back. We just started a new case. Looking for 50 pounds of reefer. this is gonna end badly.
Call for help. I'll try to find a way in.
Need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Shots fired and officers need help at 14.
Oh, get down, you clown.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need help at 1452 North Los.
Oh, maybe we should have tried to sneak in there.
I'll ask you politely to move on. Next time I won't be so nice.
Yeah. 50,
You guys
50
don't have
pounds
to
of
leave
weed,
a
though.
mess. What happened? Dope peddler, Juan Cruz. He opened fire and, well, the rest of the story tells itself.
Okay, so, yep. Nothing. Let's have a look at this dude. Nah. He's got it in his jacket.
A silver dollar. I thought they took these things out of circulation.
Something stamped on it as well. No, nothing on his hands. What about this one? No. Other side. No, not his hand again. His jacket. This side.
Juan Garcia Cruz. This is his address, but this place looks like a front.
Right. What's this?
Is this a drug or a village in Borneo? Doesn't appear to be in Spanish.
Hang on. That. Wrong button. That seemed to be stamped on the dollar. MAS. Possibly. Soup now.
Doesn't anyone eat regular meals anymore? Junkies feeding on popcorn and grasshoppers living on soup.
Alright,
Find
so
anything interesting?
moving it through in soup, possibly. Let's have a look outside.
Maybe if... No.
No, nothing.
Ha! Phelps, you jump like a girl.
Okay, well that was pointless. Oh, that wasn't.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh no, that's gonna be the same, I think. Coming this way. Let's see what's in this one. Nothing. this one. I'll check it anyway.
I don't think this is going to help us.
No. Right, into the secret room.
More soup? Who in the hell keeps a secret stash of soup? With Juan dead, we need a new suspect, Cole. Is there a pattern to the deliveries?
This guy, EJ, seems to be bringing in most of the serious weight. The dates and times seem pretty regular. We should notify the border crossing.
Those fuckers are probably in on it. Let's wait and see how this plays out.
Alright. Let's open a can of soup.
You hungry or something, Phelps?
Ta-da!
I'd say that's pretty good value for 12 cents.
Factory sealed. Someone at the cannery has a lot of explaining to do.
Alright, so they're smuggling drugs in soup cans now. Let's see if there's anything else in here. Yes, it is inventive. With popcorn, now soup. English.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Nope. Oh, just ammo. Oh, what are you doing, mate? Don't walk into the fridge.
Not now, Phelps.
Okay. Well, what do
Never
I do?
the same, are they?
What do I need to do now? Let's have a look. The soup factory. Of course. Alright, let's go there. We'll get this other dude to drive. And we'll take the coroner's car. He doesn't need it.
Can you drive to this one?
Look getting around in this thing, Cole.
Brother says the morphine is still turning up.
Oh, the door just shuts automatically.
Makes sense. We have no idea how much of the stuff Lenny shifted.
The hell are you going,
There's
mate?
been no comeback from Cohen as yet.
Maybe Confidential Magazine is right, and Bugsy is on the slide.
You read that stuff? I wouldn't say it to his face if I was you.
Alright. The soup cannery.
Right. Let's see if we can find out who's been over-seasoning the soup in this place.
Alright.
LAPD. Who owns this factory, ma'am?
Mr. Parnell. Howard Parnell. I'll let him know you're here. Please, take a seat.
If you don't mind, we'll come with you.
If you must.
Is this dude gonna run again?
You just wanted to follow her, didn't you? You sly dog. I must apologize for my partner's roving eye. He hates saying goodbye, but he loves watching them leave.
Give it a rest, Roy.
If you could show these men in to see Mr. Parnell, Doris. They're from the LAPD.
Come on,
Follow
Doris.
me, gentlemen.
That's a bit harsh. What's that tone, lady?
What is going on?
LAPD, sit tight, fatso. You could be in very serious trouble.
There's no reason to be rude. Take a seat, gentlemen. I'm sure we can sort this all out.
Maybe you can explain why we
Right.
found $5 bags of marijuana in sealed Parnell soup cans.
$5?
That's an outrageous
Bargain.
allegation.
How do you explain it, Chubby? We found at least 30 cans, all sealed up tight with your label on it.
Can I get a list of your employees?
Of course, we have nothing to hide. Doris, can you bring me in the current employee listing?
Yeah.
Here it is, Mr. Parnell.
On the desk, please.
Oh, what's going on with your hips, lady? And your face.
Any name on that list that rings a bell?
No, not that one. Oh, what was that? I need to have a look. Clues. EJ. Alright. EJ. EJ. No. No. So who else? Cruz. There he is.
This is familiar. 1452 North Las Palmas. A Jorge Garcia Cruz.
There we go.
How are your sales, Mr. Parnell?
Just fine and dandy, son. We're entering a new era of prosperity. I hope you're both big soup eaters.
I think he's lying.
Mr. Parnell, do you know what kind of trouble you're in? Come clean with us.
Okay, so things are a little flat. We're deciding whether to lower production. It's taken a while to adjust to not having any military contracts. You know, we sold Uncle Sam 5 million cans of minestrone.
The factory sealed cans we found suggest a very professional operation, Mr. Parnell. We're looking for an inside man.
I know nothing about this. I want this stopped as much as you do.
Lion.
Tell me what I want to know, Parnell, or I will have half the LAPD down here tearing this place apart. You're hiding something.
Am I right in thinking you would not want to pursue misdemeanors outside your drug case?
Depending on what you call a misdemeanor, we might be prepared to turn a blind eye.
The truth is, I employ a lot of illegals. No one wants to do menial work anymore. Most of my factory staff are wetbacks. The local blacks and Chicanos all want jobs in the aircraft factory.
Bit racist.
Presumably because the pay is a lot better. Ever heard of Juan Garcia Cruz?
Not that I know of.
He has a brother employed here. You know him?
We employ large numbers of Mexicans. I'm not familiar with them all.
Lying.
That's funny, Parnell. He has the same address as his brother Juan, who we shot dead less than an hour ago. You better give me something.
Look, I'm not involved in this. I'm getting enough grief from Washington. There's an investigation going on into profiteering. Like a guy shouldn't be able to turn a buck while the war is on.
I'm sure thousands of dead Marines sleep soundly knowing that you did okay. Tell us about Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Jorge? I had no idea of his last name. His team does daily maintenance on the conveyor belts and cookers.
That could be the truth. I'll go lie.
You're being made a patsy by a dope ring, Parnell, and you're happy to sit here and let it happen.
You want my help? I said I'd help. You want to call me names? You can go fuck yourself.
We'd like to take a look around the
3 out of
factory
4.
floor, Mr. Parnell.
I hope we won't have to shut down the line.
No, nothing like that.
Thank you. I'm grateful for that. I'll show you around myself.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 is not bad.
Made. This is gonna be like that time I went to the slaughterhouse and couldn't eat steak for a week.
Alright. Oh, open the door on me, why don't you? Come on. Let's go. Slow walker.
This is where the produce comes in. We peel and sort all of the vegetables and add them to the line in regular quantities.
Fascinating.
Yeah. It is fascinating. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Why don't you keep quiet? Might learn something.
Oh, good God. This really is turning into some nightmare school trip flashback.
Oh man. Let's go.
This is the hopper, which boils and purees the vegetables. The other hopper is for the pasta. This way, please.
You're loving this, aren't you, Phelps?
The soup is ladled automatically into cans. Next stage is labeling.
I'd like to see the packing and dispatch area, if you don't mind.
Sure. It's over here. Follow me. This is one of our dispatchers. Sergio, right?
Yes, sir.
These men are from the LAPD. Sergio here records our outgoing deliveries. They all go in the book. Just there on the desk.
Alright, so let's have a look at the book first.
We're looking for repeat business in large amounts, Cole.
th century markets.
What's going on, Parnell? There's enough soup going to this place every day to feed a company of Marines.
What are you talking about?
Alright, let's talk to this dude.
Can I have a look at that coin?
Sure, why not?
Silver dollar, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The markings on it say it's been taken out of circulation.
Maybe. I'm not trying to buy anything with it. I like it. Brings me luck.
Alright. Sergio, what are you hiding?
Do you have access to the canning area?
I do. But I keep to my station. Loading and unloading. Don't care much for soup.
Lie.
Sergio, if you don't give me something, I'm gonna go to Immigration Services and have you deported.
They get a shipment once every 2 weeks. Ernesto does the driving. I don't know his full name. Gets delivered here at night, or he gets it canned up. From here, it gets sent all over the country.
What do you know about the 20th century market?
Nada. I get the orders from upstairs. I send the goods where I'm told.
And you don't know Juan Garcia Cruz?
No, not me.
Oh, that's a lie as well. He just said.
Juan Garcia
Oh,
Cruz
what?
is dead, lunkhead. His brother works here nights. What can you tell us, Sergio?
I'm just a dispatcher. One was crazy. Udo loved guns.
That's it for now, Sergio. If we need to speak to you again, we'll put in a call to Mr. Parnell.
If you have to, I guess.
We will be in touch, Mr. Parnell. It is imperative that things appear as normal here. Keep an eye on Sergio in case he gets tempted to blow the whistle.
Thanks. I'll do that. You're going to overlook my little immigration problem, aren't you?
Cheer up, fatso. We're gonna let you go on squeezing these poor saps a little while longer. Well, until some commie union types infiltrate this place. I am glad to be out of that place. I never knew fresh vegetables could smell so bad.
Alright, where to now? Oh. 20th century markets? Yes. Let's get back in the coroner's.
You drive.
Car.
I need to go over the case notes.
Old-fashioned black and white.
How many years have you been in Vice, Roy?
More years than I want to own up to, Phelps.
You have any idea who Rojas was talking about?
The gringo runs the operation? Could be anybody. You don't expect those morons to be running the show, do you? You ask Rojas how much a silver dollar is worth, he'd probably say 50 cents.
Alright. Let's have a look at this market.
Sit tight. Let's take a look at what's going on.
Either these customers are serious soup lovers, or I think we found our middleman.
Car 11 King to KGPL.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
I'm requesting assistance in a B-Wagon at 20th Century Markets, 1558 North Highland. Numerous narcotic suspects. Code 2 only, no sirens.
11K, roger.
Okay. Cavalry should be here any minute.
Just around the corner.
LAPD, nobody move!
Somebody's gonna move.
I'll take my chances.
See? Come on, Phelps. Do it. Catch him. Got him. Good work.
Whatever you're carrying, hand it over. I'd say he's got about half a can left. I guess that makes me a pessimist.
You can't take me in.
Take you in? Be glad he didn't shoot you. I wouldn't have chased you. If it was up to me, you'd be talking out of a hole in the back of your head.
I want information.
Senor, I would like to help you, but I got a family in Mexico I have to provide for. And my compadres are very unreasonable.
Your compadres? Turn out your pockets. I need Ray to run down these silver dollars.
I need to make a deal. I need guarantees.
You have identification?
How much money you got? Not much.
Sanchez Erto, Mexican, Tijuana address.
Okay.
Here's the deal, Erto. You give me information, and I won't give you to immigration.
Crazy face on the picture.
Give me EJ, the driver bringing in the shipments, or I'll make you for it.
I run the shop. That's all I do.
Liar.
Start talking, Erto. I want the names of everyone involved.
What difference does it make what I tell you? I'm still going to jail, no?
Tell me about the soup cans.
The soup is very popular, as you can see.
All right. Let's have a look. So where does it say the getting shipped to this guy?
It's real funny, wise guy. You want to try saying that again with no teeth?
I get a delivery at 7:30 every other day from the factory. Jorge organizes everything.
We know about Jorge and Juan. Juan is dead. Tell us how you know the Cruz boys.
Ernesto put together this thing. He brought in Juan, Juan brought in Jorge.
I think that's the truth.
Continue.
I was already here. Ernesto knows I'm illegal, so he threatened to report me if I didn't help. And the money is good. The gringos and the gringas, they love the reefer. And I didn't want to have to leave and start again in San Francisco.
You're breaking my heart.
You're under arrest, Erto.
2 out of 3.
I'll speak to the DA and see if he will agree to not seize your assets or deport you. That's the best I can do. You've got this one chance to cooperate, Erto. Give me your delivery boys, or you'll do every year that we were saving for them.
All right. There's a shipment coming in tonight to the soup factory. Parnell's Soup Factory, 1 a.m. Ernesto will be there.
We should get some backup and stake out the cannery tonight.
Alright, did I find out who EJ was? Was that Ernesto? I think. Alright, is this going to be a car chase?
Freddie said they were moving 50 pounds a week. That's a lot of soup cans.
I think this is an interstate operation. Moving dope around the country to selected grasshoppers. Local weed gets distributed in the usual way, through Pachuco street punks.
Someone must know something about this drug baron character.
Here they come. Let them unload the goods first.
Now?
Let's get them.
Yep. Alright, let's get ourselves.
All right, move. Move!
Whoa, hey, hey.
Let's go!
Yeah, shut up. I'm getting a better weapon. No. Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Everyone into position. Okay,
Stairs.
gentlemen, we'll take the lead. You cover us.
See what's in here. Nothing. Just gonna have to go and do a shootout, I think. Slowly open the door.
LAPD, put your hands where we can see them. Reinforcements are on the way.
Shit balls! No, not against the wall. Oh, I'm getting effed up. There we go. That was a shit place to be.
Everyone into
Stay
position.
downstairs. I thought the height would be better.
LAPD, put your hands where we can see them.
Go, Phil. Get in there.
Run! There we go. Oh shit, there's a dude there. Come on. My hat! I need my hat.
Got him! The son of a bitch is listening! Fuck you!
Forward.
You!
Come on, load.
You're fucking toast!
Except. Throw out the guns.
These other guys. One. Come on. Might be able to get him to go there. Come on, stick your head up. No.
Move, I gotcha!
Where the hell do I get up? There, stairs. Really hurts. Oh man, my hat.
All clear?
I need to go and find it.
I think that's the last of them, Cole.
No! Let's see if I get my magic hat back. There's an achievement to have a fist fight without losing your hat as well.
Detectives, found something here you probably want to see.
I think I lost my hat over here. There it is. Ta-da! What's in this? Oh.
At the very minimum, another 50 pounds.
It's a pretty good haul. What am I looking at? This dude? Delicious
$1 per
broccoli.
dead man. Doesn't seem like much for a human life.
Every time I think of broccoli, I think of The Simpsons, where Homer dies by eating broccoli.
Tijuana address. We should see what the federales have on him.
Alright, what else?
Detectives, I think we got the guy. Does the name Cruz mean something to you?
Oh, yeah.
It certainly does.
Alright, is there anything else? There should be more stuff around. Alright. There's got to be more evidence around here. Can't even open the truck. Yeah, it's huge. Music usually tells you as well if you're in an investigation area. And then there's like little chimes and stuff to tell you that you're near something. But it doesn't seem like there's much. Oh, get out of the way. Alright. Yeah, I might try upstairs. Let's see what's up there. Good idea. Oh.
You've done the detecting. Now go out and arrest the bad guys.
Let's have a look. Let's see if there's anything in this office now. There wasn't before. You'd think that there'd be some sort of shady evidence up here. What about this receptionist, the robot receptionist? Nah. think I might just have to talk to the... maybe the coroner? Or they've caught somebody. Nah, he's just there. Cop's just there. Alright, I'll go over here and speak to... no, he's the photographer. There's the coroner.
I need to get back to it, Phelps.
Okay. Yeah, she's a robot, so she doesn't have feelings. So she doesn't care who she hurts. Where the freak am I supposed to go? We found the guy. Okay, good. Alright, so let's have a look at this. Alright, people. Yeah, so EJ was Ernesto, whatever his name is. He's dead. Okay, so that's who EJ was. Already searched this dude. Oh, daintily step over him. Whee! There was a crime, and I accidentally drove over the corpse. I got in trouble for ruining up the crime scene. Shouldn't have been in my way. Oh, this is stupid. Let's try upstairs this way. Ah, here we go. Here's the other guy. Ooh, some cash.
Must be $1,000 here.
It's quite a bit of money in old-timey times. No. Right. What have you got in there? Another silver dollar.
Yet another silver dollar.
Phelps, Earl, looks like quite a bloodbath. What was this all about?
Drugs and money. What else? Speaking of money, where did that roll go?
I picked it up for safekeeping. The department owes me 50.
Ray, I have another 2 coins for you.
Great. I've got something to show you. It's all set up on the table over here.
Yeah.
There. Take a look at these coins you've been collecting.
There are letters cut into each coin, along with not legal tender.
What does it mean? Those are Morgan silver dollars from the 20s. They were removed from circulation and sent for disposal. A number of smelters around the country had the contract. Look at them together. Can you work out what it says?
No, hang on. What was that word again? S&K. Okay, so that. No, hang on. That one. Ah, this is stupid. Okay, move that one there. Move that up there. Alright. S&K. So that's what it says. And then that as well. Ah, this is a bit of a pain in the ass. Because you can't just shuffle them around. You've got to slide them and then move them. That's what it says. Ah, I bet you it's got to be Mass and K metals. So I've got to put this one first. Then that one. Tedious. Jesus Christ, Phelps. Why can't you just pick them all up and put them in order? Go this stupid way. Almost there.
The first coin, MAS. The second, ANG. The third, KAY. The fourth, MET. The fifth, ALS. The
Hey.
Sankey metals.
A metal foundry.
Achievement.
Would you like the address?
Would I ever?
No shit.
1034 Vine Street, Hollywood. We'll finish up here. It's already been a long night, Phelps. See if you can talk them into giving themselves up.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. Alright. So. Come on. Yep. I think I just stepped on one of my dogs. Alright, let's get out of here. You can drive.
You're behind the wheel.
Let's just get there in one piece. I've already lost my hat once today.
I hope that big wad of cash doesn't weigh you down.
Get your priorities straight, Phelps. We're close to bringing in one of the biggest dope cases of the year, and you're worrying about unsubstantial evidence?
Stealing cash.
Locked. We need another way in.
Why can't I just drive through the gate? Let's try it. Yeah, so the serial killer one was pretty good, except for the...
Open your eyes!
What the shit? Okay, so it's super strong. Yeah, so the first few for the serial killer were pretty good. But then the last one was quite a bit different to the rest of the cases. Here we go. Let's jump over this wall. Oop. Get my crazy run on. Ooh,
Cover the back door, Roy.
You win one more hand, Andy. I'm taking my money and going home. And fuck whose turn it is to mind shop.
Hey, what can I say? I got lucky.
Bullshit.
All
You're
right.
cheating, and I'm gonna catch you at it before the night is out. Now deal.
This is going to turn into a gunfight, isn't it?
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Oh.
Stay down.
My hat again! I'm gonna pay for that.
Stay in cover.
Come on, hurry up. Oh, there you go. Put that in the face. Get my hat. There we go.
You okay?
I'll tell you when I see what's waiting for us at the top.
Another dude up here somewhere. Oh, there's another dude.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Where is he? Get my hat again. Fucking hell. Friggin' people everywhere.
Catch a bullet! That was a $12 hat.
Yeah. It's a $12 hat. Punk.
Find some cover!
So, yeah, so I do like this game. I played it when it was on the 360. Yeah, but this is like the definitive edition or some shit. So it's got all of the DLC and stuff with it as well.
You're surrounded! And your buddies are dead!
Hey, get down. Ooh, where is he? There's another dude around here somewhere. Where is he?
Walk out of here, or you can go out in a box. Your choice.
Alright, I think I've killed everyone. Hell of a lot of dudes around here.
LAPD, hands up!
Alright.
Victor Sanders.
You know this guy?
I should have known.
Of course I know Roy. Roy and I have had an arrangement for
Get
many
up.
years.
You're under arrest.
Am I?
We have a mountain of prima facie evidence, as well as the
You'd
testimony.
be surprised how things have a habit of sorting themselves out. Evidence disappearing. Witnesses that can't be found. Policemen that forget. The impossible becomes probable when you have a client list like mine.
Shut your mouth! Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
We're just gonna let him go. Where is he?
Working vice can be a thankless task, Phelps. But on behalf of the brass and the moms and dads and the concerned citizens, I'd like to commend you and your partner for smashing this dope ring. Reefer is almost as big a threat to the children of this city as communism.
What about Sanders, Lieutenant?
Leave Sanders to me, Phelps. The chief will be looking after that one personally.
He will be brought to trial.
Phelps, we are celebrating your success. Don't push your luck. Sanders is no longer your problem.
Oh, he's gonna be let off or something. I found all the clues. A few of them wrong. Right. Next mission.
Your platoon is what remains of recon. I'm folding you into the 22nd. You'll be going up that damned hill tonight.
We're intelligence gathering, sir.
I don't need intelligence, son. I need men who can hold rifles and kill Japs. Tonight, you're a rifle company. We've got cooks, mechanics, and stretcher bearers all going into the line. We aim to break them tonight, Lieutenant.
Good to see you, Hank.
You too, Cole. How's your war?
Not quite what I expected.
As long as I live, I will never get over that sound.
Hey, who's that medic?
He'll be killed going out there.
It's Sheldon, the guy from the Alsakawa Bridge. That guy's got no fear.
He didn't make it.
I didn't go out there to save him.
What are you saying, man?
I went out there to put him out of his misery, to ease his pain. Do you have a problem with that?
Murder, Corman.
That's war, Lieutenant. Smell the stench. Feel the whore's breath on your neck.
You need help, man.
Call for me tonight, Lieutenant. When you're up on that hill. I've been up there 3 times already. The circles of hell have nothing on Sugarloaf Hill.
Get this madman out of my sight!
Crazy. The setup. Wonder what's going to happen in this.
You like the fight game, Phelps?
I did a little boxing in the Marines. I found it a pretty humbling experience.
Fix you a sandwich, buddy? Corned beef and egg salad, 12 cents. Bologna and ham and cheese, 10.
It's strictly a mug's game. You'll like this fight, though. A plucky limey's about to take a beating from an up-and-coming Negro.
You sound pretty sure about the result.
I ought to be. I got $50 on the black kid. Let's get a ringside seat.
Wonder if I'm going to have to do some boxing. Yeah. So I can keep my hat on.
That son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his dressing room. Let's find out what's going on.
Let's take a dive.
God damn you, Albert! You get out here right now!
Step back! LAPD! What's going on?
That son of a bitch Hammond has jammed the door.
And who are you?
Carlo Arcaro. I'm his manager.
I'm his trainer.
Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete.
Victorious? We had an arrangement. We had a goddamn arrangement!
Yeah.
That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged.
And you were out of pocket?
Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people.
Stand aside.
Done a
He
runner.
squeezed out the window. I'll put an APB out on him.
Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money or because we're investigating a prize-fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find. Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
All right.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I. It's a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
Just type. Yeah, just type. Anything else? Nope. Oh, not just another boxing glove.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
No, it's not relevant. Oh, newspaper. Now, let's see what this flashback is.
You look troubled.
I'm in a jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
No, Doctor.
He's also the medic. The
That's
guy
okay.
with the green coat. He was the medic in the last one.
Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this room.
I talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Ridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war.
So
Those
they stole
guys
the
deserve
morphine.
it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
Are they pressing you for further allocation?
That's the polite way of putting it, Doctor.
I may be able to help you, Courtney.
Thanks, Doc. It helps just to talk about it.
I mean, I have a solution that will help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands. And you can rest assured that it will all be medically administered. I will use the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
The doctor, he's a bad dude, I reckon. Yeah, weird. Alright. See what else I can find. So jumped out the window. Yep. No, nothing in there. Nothing there. Alright. So I think I just need to...
Help me out.
Can't even punch the
R and
punching
I
bag.
could trace that phone number, find out who that limey was talking to before he cut out of here.
Alright. So,
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey? Seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law.
I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
I think his brother-in-law was the serial killer. I think. I'm not too sure. Oh, where's the friggin' phone? Over here. Alright.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel El Mar, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
All right. Hotel.
You know the place?
Flop house. Quarter a night, no questions asked.
Shit, man. Everything was so cheap. Alright, you can drive so we get there in a hurry.
You know the way. You can drive. You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, Detective? Talking to gangsters comes with the turf. You should try out Mickey's place. He's got a haberdasher's up on Sunset. See if he can get you out of those old man's clothes that you slink around in.
It's a front for his illegal activities.
It is that, but he does carry some very sharp suits.
I got sharp suits.
If it's okay with you, I'll stick with Brooks Brothers.
Alright. Let's have a... Before we do that, I'm going to change my outfit. No. Hit harder and take more punches before going down. That seems pretty good. Straight shooter. I think I'll do this one. I'll wear this for a bit. Okay.
Yeah, what do you want?
LAPD. We're making inquiries into the whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. There are 3 kinds of people. Those who can count.
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
Alright, well, hang on. Let's have a look at the clues. I don't think we've got many. Hammond, Harry, Marvin, Ray. Alright, let's see if any of that.
One of these days.
Some Wells. Shirley Temple. What the hell? Winston Churchill. Humphrey Bogart. Man, Marilyn Monroe. Bob Hope. Abbott and Costello.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Yeah, there's heaps of them. So he needs to check in after. I don't know. I don't actually know what I'm looking for. Let's have a look at this again. 345 was the phone number. I don't think that'll be the room number though. No. Tyrone Power. I don't know who to look for. I'm gonna ask Roy.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Front desk can give us his room number.
Yeah, but I don't know who it is.
Look, you've seen the register. That's all the help I can offer.
Okay. I don't know who the guy's name was, people. Albert Hammond. British national. Albert Hammond.
There are three kinds of people. Those who can count and those who can't. She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
Winston Churchill. No.
Winston Churchill.
Yes.
A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
Yep, there you go.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from his shadow.
Right.
One of these days.
So. Yep. Alright. Well, hang on. Let's see if this guy has anything to say before I go up.
This town is going straight to hell.
Check the place if you want. All I do is keep my head down and replace the towels.
Alright, he's got nothing to say.
Door's unlocked. Looks like he's had a broad up here.
His mouth guard.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Flies and shit. Western Union.
He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
Alright, so he's... Let's have a look at this ticket. Ticket? Yep.
I guess
No,
the
he's
fighter
still-
has plenty of time on his hands between bouts.
Oh man, that fly, it sounds like it's right in my ear.
Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner at the fight.
Okay.
Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago.
The suit. Candy Edwards.
Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this coupon. It's still warm.
Still warm, so
All
he's
right,
around here somewhere.
Let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
Alright.
Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
Alright, so the music's changed. Oh, those flies. Come on.
Gives us
All
an
right,
idea if he has a real
let's go
love
after
interest.
his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
Yeah, alright. Roy, I'm having a look around. Right.
One of these days.
Maybe. Or maybe she's just a gold
Rehab
digger.
for quitters.
I have played this game, but I can't remember it. Because it was... I think it was like 2004. Something like that. Alright. Let's go to Candy's place.
You can drive.
Alright. Come on, dude.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
1,000 push-ups. That's ridiculous.
We need to know which room is Candy's.
How bad is it?
You
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type. Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
When is America gonna understand?
Alright.
Give it up,
Sounds
bitch.
like we're missing all
He's
the
gone
fun.
and fucked
Get in
both
there,
of us, and you
Phelps.
know where he's hiding. Now,
Ah!
Like hitting women!
Fisticuffs!
This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
Crack! Cop that. And I kept my hat on. Alright.
Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute and take a look around.
Alright. Let's have a look in your jacket pockets.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers?
Ray? Oh no, it's Roy that's my partner. I thought it was Ray. Oh, a knife.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
I think that's it. I'll just get his arm moving. Weird sound. It's all squishy sounding. He's only knocked out. Alright. So she was
She's
packing.
leaving town.
Ready to probably do a runner. What else? What else? What else? What else have you got in this place? Lipstick?
I don't think so.
No.
Optimistic, Cole.
What the hell?
Don't think this is anything.
No. Alright. She's got a couple of tickets of something.
Single ticket. One way. I guess there
Alright,
isn't
so-
a lot for Albert in Ohio.
Bus ticket. And... Who's...
Scania sails from New York.
Alright.
Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
Okay.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Okay, well... I think she's lying, but... Might be... Alright. So she filled a magazine out, so I'm going to accuse her.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
Yeah, I can. With your magazine.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him, shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the fight?
Yes, I did. What's the problem? I didn't take anything.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Alright, hang on. I think she's lying, but she doesn't have... I don't have any evidence to prove... Yeah. I don't have any evidence, so bad cop.
Give up these men, Miss Edwards,
shit.
and we'll think about letting these charges against you slide.
What? Charges against me? All I did was try and look out for Albert. Now he skips out and I have to take beatings for him as well?
Son of a bitch.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Well... I've got a bus ticket. How do I know where she's from, though? To Ohio, and then that. Oh, hang on. Let's see if I can actually... Yeah, I thought she was lying. But it didn't come up. Alright. I'm gonna accuse her and use the bus ticket.
You're lying to me. Albert finally won a big fight. I say good luck to him. But you know where he is. Let me help him, Candy.
Do all you cops run off at the mouth? Prove I know where he is.
That's not what I wanted you to say. Alright, hang on, B.
You don't ask, you never find out.
Alright. I didn't realize I could back out. I'll do bad cop.
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. He'll be lucky if he can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run, and then I say adios to this dump.
Do you want to press charges against Arcaro?
Just get him out of here. That's all I want.
Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
Good luck, Miss Edwards. I hope things work out for you.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say so.
Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
She might know where he is.
Tail this broad. Don't let her
very-
get away, but don't get spotted. I'll
Not
bring
very
up the car behind you.
incognito. Alright. Remain hidden in plain sight. Alright. What the shit? She can see through walls? Fucking hell. Alright, let's try that again. This time I won't run after her.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
Alright. Just let her get a bit further away. Alright, and I will just walk, I think. Alright. Yeah, I want to run so bad. I just want to... Oh, what the shit? Fucking hell. Ridiculous. I want to run. I want to run after her. I just want to tackle her.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring up the car behind you.
The amount of times that I have to run after people, and now I've got to slow walk after this person. It's annoying. Alright, I might have to hide, like take cover and stuff. I'm not sure. See if I can do that. Because I can't sneak. I should be able to like take cover and stuff, so let's have a look. I'll just go here. Yep. Okay. Oh man, slow walk. What I'll do is I'll hide behind this truck, because I think she goes up here and turns around. Come on, what the hell are you doing? Okay. Right, she's going that way. Where is she? There she is. Red suitcase. Take cover to avoid being spotted. Okay, so yeah, I did, but that's pressing B.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
So it does kind of, it goes over to her, but it doesn't like zoom in. Okay. She's getting too far away. Just
Move
run a
in.
little bit.
Can't risk losing the trail.
Yeah, so pressing B doesn't zoom in, it just shows you where she is. So, yeah, I'm pressing B now, and it doesn't do much. Where's she going? Right, she's around that corner, so I'm gonna run after her. Don't turn around, don't turn around. Alright. Oh man, this is going on for too long. Hurry up and get to where you're going.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Alright. So, it seems like she's going up there. Yeah, I don't want to fail.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Come on. Just get to where you're going. God, she shouldn't be able to see me while I'm around this corner. I don't want to get too close to her. 'Cause I don't want to do this all over again. This reminds me of those Assassin's Creed ones. Alright, she's around the corner. Run up. Into cover. There we go.
Bookmakers? Yes. Surprise, surprise.
That's that guy from the paper.
Did you read about the Tarleton case in the paper? That's the detective.
A blonde woman just came in here.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
What are you doing? An old intelligence trick from the Marines.
Drugstore and an address. Come on, I know what it says. There we go.
We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
Let's see if there's anything else down here. Yeah. You need to colour the whole thing in. Alright. Nice.
Read about that woman who stabbed her husband and pushed him in front of
All right.
That's the topic part.
You can drive.
Can you drive to this one? Hammond backed himself to win.
And Candy is picking up the winnings. Smart play.
Question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Car 11K, 11 King. Further to your request, Bumco Fraud has 3 known bookmakers operating out of storefronts in the Hollywood area. Thrifty Liquor, 6106 Santa Monica, the Examiner Drugstore, and a Max Spirits at 1658 North Cherokee. KGPL clear.
Oh, the car just disappeared. Alright, so this is another bookmaker, and then there's a third one. So I reckon she's going to come here, and then go to the next one.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners.
4,000 clams and change.
How long ago
What the
did
hell
you
is
leave?
going on with
Maybe
this
5
dude's
minutes.
voice?
Called the cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast.
Let's use the telephone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company? Hollywood 2187, please. This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to 1487 Ivar Avenue, Hollywood?
Yes, sir. Sent one round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
You have any idea who Ray is?
Sugar Ray?
Not now, Mervyn. Cole doesn't have much of a sense of humor at the best of times.
Ray runs a shop up on North Cherokee Avenue, just south of Hollywood Boulevard.
That Toots voice. It's crazy. Alright. Let's get a raise. Or, is there a cab around? I'll drive this time.
Hammond is over the hill. He's a punching bag for the up-and-comers. Should know his goddamn place.
I think he knows. I think he worked out the place isn't L.A.
He's punchy. His brain's going to mush. Winston Churchill? Give me a break.
Churchill is a fighter, Roy. Hammond didn't just scribble down the first name he could think of.
This broad's planning on cleaning out every bookmaker in town.
Hammond needed to make sure he was getting a bigger payday than if he'd taken the flop.
Never trust the limeys, especially where a fight's concerned. A mistake we can't seem to stop making.
Alright. I thought I might have been able to find the cab. But, no. There's the cab. Is she gonna get out and get back into that? And then I'm gonna have to tail that.
That's the cab waiting up ahead. She's not in the car.
Yeah.
Don't get too close.
Gonna have to.
She must be inside.
We're on the move again, Cole. After her. Don't lose that cab.
Man, I don't like tailing. And I've got to keep low
God
profile.
damn it. Everyone's looking at us, Cole.
Yeah, well, I need to dodge all these cars.
How many stops is she gonna make? Hammond is full of himself, being this sure he was gonna win.
Alright, turning up here. Freaking cars. Just going wherever they want. Okay, so this guy's turning. Turning. Yeah, turning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just changed my my hair color. I've had it green before, but it's starting to go a bit bright, so I might have
That
to dye it
bitch
again.
is giving me what I'm owed. That's all I know.
You got a pretty funny idea of
Shit.
what keeping a low profile means, Phelps.
I didn't think I'd go blue. Because, yeah, it looked like Millhouse from The Simpsons. So, this is getting a little bit tedious. Alright, come on. Shut up. Alright, let's go. Alright, there we go.
Pull over. She's heading inside.
I had to bleach my hair first. Before I put the green in. Because I usually have dark hair. But, yeah, so I bleached it. And then the green went in.
I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy. Make sure you don't let her see you.
Oh, shit.
About egotism. They don't talk about other people.
Okay, so... Can I go inconspicuous over here? No. What is it? Incognito. There we go.
That's the guy from the paper.
Shit! Are you kidding me? I didn't realize that it would take me so long to sit down with
Pull over. She's heading
newspaper.
inside. I think I just saw Hammond. I'll tail him. You get in there and stay with Candy.
Don't run.
Make sure you don't let her see you.
A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
Okay. Thanks for your half joke. Oh no. I just got that
This
joke.
guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
You're the one that's talking to yourself,
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case for that poor lady killed near City Hall.
Shit. A skeleton walks into a bar, orders a beer and a mop.
Call an ambulance.
Hammond got away.
He said...
Just try and sit still, Candy. Who shot you? Was it Albert?
Car.
They're on the way.
She's dead.
I have a patrolman searching the depot. The chief's putting together a manhunt for Hammond. He got the money, right?
Looks like it.
A tough bird, our limey friend. Using his girlfriend as the bag woman and then getting greedy over the split. He won't make it out of town.
That's how you see it?
I told you that cocksucker was a crook.
I don't think it was Hammond. Right, let's see how many rounds. Anything?
.32 caliber. One shot fired.
When she was dying, it sounded like she was going to say something else.
The Egyptian theater.
Yeah, I thought it... She said car, so yeah, maybe Carlo. Alright. Hang on. Oop.
So, what now?
The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Carlo? This dude. Yeah. So the dude that I beat up before. I think that's what it was. Oh, now I'm standing in her dress. It's just a bit weird. Alright. Let's go to the theatre. Where the hell did you put the car, mate? Up here. Freaking hell, mate. the theater.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Alright, so what do we got?
Poor girl. She didn't deserve that.
Poor girl. Half the precinct aren't taking a vacation this year because of her. You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
Okay. Alright. Let's go.
This seems like a long shot.
Aren't they all?
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. The revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all
bitch.
clear.
He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy.
Carlo.
We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
And we'll just ignore the fact that there's a car here. This door's wide open.
Why'd you kill her, Carlo? Your gripe was with me.
She was collecting the money for you. Mickey made it clear it was either me or you, and I intend to keep on living.
Alright, where's... We'll go this way. Hopefully we can do a bit of sneaking in. Or not.
She stole those betting slips. She was running out on me.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up, just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take the dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money. All I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
Yeah.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
So... I don't think I can get up there. Ah, well. I didn't actually realise that those guys were there until I got down there. I was going to try and run around and hopefully get up behind him. But... I can't skip either. I'll shoot these dudes first. I want to see if I can catch Carlo instead of just shooting him. But I'm not sure if I can.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Alright, so... This dude's there. There we go.
Clear me some space here.
Right, so the other guy's just done a runner.
Find some cover.
Might be able to catch him.
Where are you? You limey cocksucker.
Oh shit! Shit! That was a shit place to reload. What made you laugh? Was it when I just ran into gunfire? Ah, fuck. Yeah, I should have realised. Oh, yeah.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon. You're making a big mistake, Arcaro.
Ooh, good shot. Where's this other guy? He's down there somewhere. Let's get up.
Throw out the guns.
Where the hell is he? Shit. Who the hell is shooting?
I'm watching.
Where are these? Okay, I'm gonna run down. Oh, he must be above me.
Come on, Cole. Follow the bed. And the two when I find them.
Kill a cop.
Oh.
Move, I got you.
All right. Let's see if I can get up to him.
Where are you? You limey cocksucker.
Ooh. Oh, it's a light. I thought it was a collectible or something. Alright. Alright.
You're clear, go!
Where the fuck
You're
is
covered, Phelps.
Oh, shit. It really hurts.
he? Oh, now he's downstairs.
Move, I got you. Let's move.
This is getting a bit annoying. Keeps running around.
You're clear, go!
Yeah. Where
You're
is he?
covered, Phelps.
He's around here somewhere. He must be on the other side. Oh, there he is.
Move, I got you.
Put the weapon down now.
Man, I wanted to try and catch him. Yeah, I want to know if you can actually catch them. Like if you get behind them or something.
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. Escania sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
Donnelly and the homicide squad send their best, Phelps. They're more than pleased that you wrapped up the Edwards killing. They're a little mystified about the motive. You have any ideas on that?
Crime of passion, sir. Looks like some sort of love triangle between the manager, the fighter, and his girlfriend.
No sign of the scrapper?
No, sir. Looks like he left town after the fight.
Okay. It's homicide's problem now. Good work, gentlemen.
Oh, Roy's pissed. wasn't much questioning in that one. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, one question wrong. It's a bit shit. Yeah, Roy's the partner.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy. Just get over there.
Alright, more morphine. Let's go this way.
What's with that getup of yours anyway? I should start introducing us as Detective Earl, and this is my science teacher, Mr. Phelps.
Your interest in my appearance is starting to get me worrying.
Like it or not, we're a dysfunctional couple now. People judge me with you on my arm same way they would a fat broad with a 5 o'clock shadow.
I really hope you're joking, Roy.
Nothing wrong with my clothes.
He's only a writer, so.
Alright.
You're behind the wheel.
Let's go. More morphine.
Seem distracted.
We recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
I think it continues all the way through as well. I think later on it connects to earlier cases as well, which is pretty cool. I think there's a few times.
Apartment 6, in the back.
All right, apartment 6. I think there's a couple where you meet up with your old partners as well because the case needs to be handed over. What was it? Second floor. Apartment 6. Assuming it's the one with the door open. There we go.
Bukowski, you made homicide.
That I did. Good to see you, Phelps.
You two want a hug?
Partner,
can we
and
get
he
on?
was your partner.
Relax, Rusty.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson. She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the tub. Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Sure. Go right ahead.
So the dude with the brown hat was my partner when I was in traffic, and the green hat was in homicide.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
Oop. Alright, let's see if there's anything on the back of it. Nothing. Okay. How about this one?
There's been a modeling assignment.
There we go.
It's a place to start.
This is Randall.
Beautiful girl. Clothes certainly aren't from the Sears catalog.
Nothing. Alright, so there's the maid. Yep, that's a ladle.
Circumstantial.
And just shit. Nothing there. It's an iron. There's nothing of interest there. Alright. There's the corpse. Still have a look around here.
Quality English smoking jacket. I don't know anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Alright, what else you got in here? Nothing? Pills.
Looks like barbiturates.
Hmm. Tablets?
Barbiturates.
Yep. More
What
pills.
else is rattling around in this thing? We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Hmm. Okay. Let's go and have a look at the corpse.
Phelps? Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come on, Mal. Tell us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
May I take a look?
Be my guest. Take a closer look at her head and neck.
There's like bruises and shit all over her hand. Looks like bites.
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good.
Alright.
Her neck is bruised pretty badly.
Okay, well, I think that's it. No. What are you doing? Oh, no.
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire. The eyes are a classic
there
sign
we
of
go.
morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a drowning.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Dude, it's just a brush. Alright.
Maybe she got her heart broken.
I'm Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's
Stolen
something
your
I
hand.
should be doing, someone I should call.
What?
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there? I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
Alright.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
See, she looks like she's lying. But then she She just could be sad. Yeah, I'm gonna go good cop.
So she wasn't
Adam
mad
was
at
wrong.
anyone in particular?
No.
Damn it.
Men were usually besotted with Miss Julia, not the other way around. I don't think Miss Julia was ever in love with anyone.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
No, that's a lie.
Men friends,
Oh,
Mrs. Reynolds.
what?
Spill it.
I will
Oh,
not
the
spread
smoking
gossip
jacket.
about Miss Julia. She was very nice to me.
I don't care if she was the Virgin Mary's sister. Who was she humping? You changed the sheets.
You're disgusting. If you're going to take that tone, I won't answer any more questions.
Oh, fuck this one completely.
What was it like working for Miss Randall?
Perfectly fine, officer.
Oh, that's a lie. But what have I got? That was my decision. I forgot about the men's smoking jacket, which I should have used in the last one. Pills. Prescribed for trouble sleep. Ah, yeah, see, I should have used that one as well. Alright, I'm going to accuse, but I can always back out.
You're hiding something, Mrs. Reynoldson. There's something about Julia's past that you don't want to tell me.
And how do you come to that conclusion, young man? What makes you think I know anything about her past?
I don't. I don't.
Sorry. My mistake.
Alright, but I am going to go bad cop.
Mrs. Reynoldson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung. Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldson. You've been very helpful. One of the other detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
Didn't do very well on that one. Alright. Locations. Dress store? Or... I'll go to the dress store first.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know. I'm a Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Okay, so music inside says that there's something like morphine.
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across recently.
The autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
I think our work is done here.
Yes. Alright, cool. Let's head to the dress shop. Let's get in just a cop car. You drive. Ah, I won't be able to get in that one because the pole's in the way. Why am I running so slow? Come on! Oh, there we go.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Alright.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
They're good police.
How would you know? You got promoted so fast you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Alright, let's see what's going on here. So, this was from the picture. So this was the photo at the front.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She was found dead this morning. How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Seems to be the truth.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Did she have any close friends here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to me.
I'm very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look? That's some pearl, Miss Swanson. Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
All right.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiancé, Henry Arnett.
Seems to be true.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
And that seems to be true.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss Swanson. Could you ask your fiancé to visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Well, no, she's not. She's full of drugs. This dude. Alright. So, they were telling the truth because they didn't have anything to hide. It was, especially the second one. She didn't even know her friend was dead. It's like, this is why I get my partners to drive. Get out of the way!
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
that would have been better if the place was right there. Oh, well. Where the hell am I supposed to be going? Upstairs? Yeah, in here. Doctor's office. Who the hell am I looking for? No prescription. It doesn't say. Maybe Mr. Henderson. No. Oh, well, I might just have to do the ring. Have a look. No. Go back. No, that doesn't tell me anything either. 2 suspects. No. No. Let's go people. Mr. Henderson, question mark? Okay, we don't even know. Dr. Stoneman. Yep, alright. Dr. Stoneman. I don't even see it there. Nah. I'm supposed to be here, aren't I? Yeah. Pearl ring. Oh no, that doesn't say anything either. Alright. I might just have to wander around in this place. Oh, get out of it. Ooh. I'm supposed to be on this side. 5th floor.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
I didn't see that other one. There we go. 505. 5th floor.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Alright, you can also tell which rooms you can enter by gold door handles.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD. We'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Alright.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here.
Yeah, well, shut up or I'll make it more painful.
Dr. Stoneman, we are investigating the death of one of your patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Right, so I found a prescription for this guy, or for the woman, and he was the doctor that prescribed the drugs. So, which were these. Yeah. All right.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Yeah. So he prescribed sleeping pills and the other pills for depression. All right. Sleeping pills. Made out in July 46. I don't know what year it is. Is there? I'll go good cop.
She was disturbed.
And it was wrong.
Well, not in the conventional sense. She had
Damn.
trouble sleeping.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Yeah, I thought he told the truth in the last one. I think he's a bit of a liar because the thing says somewhere prescribed for trouble sleep and depression. Amphetamines. I don't think I've got any evidence otherwise. So I'll go bad cop.
Benzedrine is addictive.
There we go.
As I'm sure you know, Doctor.
As I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
Damn. I'm just gonna use your phone.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages for me, please.
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you. Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
All right. Yeah, I got half of them right. Unfortunately, though, would have been better to get more. I don't think these are anything.
Probably nothing.
Yeah, probably nothing. It's like talcum powder or something. Nothing.
Don't think this is any use to us.
No. Right, Fatty, you can go in and see your doctor again. I'm off.
The old boy's lying.
About what?
I don't know. He
I reckon
looked
it was
relieved
his-
when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
I reckon it might have been the doctor's coat. Oh yeah. Your hand is back. That's good. Alright. Oh, probably shouldn't be standing in the middle of the
You can
road.
drive.
On the floor.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work. And it's only private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
All right, so go to the morgue, talk to the coroner. Let's see what he has to say. Probably. Where the hell is it? I think it's in here. Here it is.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
Whoa, what happened to this
You're
dude's
the only
face?
person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Oh, man. Messed him up pretty good. What did you find?
Sorry, I don't play.
A harmonica.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine. Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Roy, you're being a bit of a dick. Alright. Let's go and talk to this dude. Where is it?
Phelps,
Interview
I think his name.
2. Here we
Mr.
go.
Arnett, I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Alright.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
That doesn't sound right. Because the other woman said that she got introduced by her friend. Let's go bad cop.
He's asking whether you banged her in a chuck-on-the-shoulder fraternity kind of way.
I'm engaged to be married. It wouldn't be polite.
Answer the question.
This will remain private. Heather won't have to know. Yes. We had relations.
They had relations.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
See, he looks like he's lying again. He's hiding something. I got the smoking jacket. No, because I think Phelps said people over 45. Alright, I'm just going to go bad cop.
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Son of a bitch.
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
Son of a bitch. Alright. Observe the suspect. He might have been lying, but I might have had evidence.
If that's all,
prove it.
Heather's distraught. I probably need to get home.
Shut up, Henry.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
That was a lie. That was a lie.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julie Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Director,
Some kind of traveling salesman?
Once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of captains.
You are full of shit.
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
It's full of shit. Phelps knows
That
he's
son of
full
a bitch
shit.
was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an
Oh,
amateur.
not a...
We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Yep.
He's in that car at the lights.
Do slow driving and not crash into things.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe you don't.
No, I hate doing this. I hate doing these tail missions. Whey!
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
I don't like the driving as much in this as I do like Grand Theft Auto, because in this one you can't crash or you can't run people down, otherwise you get in trouble. Grand Theft Auto, I can just drive however I want. It's much easier to get from place to place. You're not worried about murdering people. Alright, so where's he going up here? Turning? Yeah.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Shut up. Oh yeah, you get in trouble with cops and stuff like that when you hit people in GTA, but in this, I think if you hit 2 people, game over. And you got to start the mission again. Yeah, I don't like realistic driving in games like this. I just want to be able to floor it and do donuts and shit. Hey!
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Slowing down up here, no. Pulling up. There we go. Wasn't too bad. Second-hand jeweler. I think it was. Pawn shop.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Ah, shit balls. Another bloody tailing. I don't know what the deal with the wind sound is. Yeah. Alright. No, he's turning around. No, he's all good.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Ah, shit. Turned around. It's probably because all those cars were honking their horns at me. Pretty sure the last case that I did was the first time I tailed anyone. So I played all the game up to this point
Needs
without
money and
having
fast.
to tail anyone. Now I'm doing it all the time. And
Get in there and find out what he
sucks.
pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Alright. So, we'll stay a little bit. So it seems like I can go incognito anywhere. Oh no, I've got to be near the shop. The shop front. I wouldn't mind if they, you know, introduced better ones than slow walking after a person. Just sucks. I do like this game. Some of the things they get you to do is just shit. And the good thing about it as well is you get to, once you've finished a case, you can actually go back and do it again. Sort of like chapter select type thing. Alright. Yep, shut up. Alright, so he's there. If I go this way. No, it's yeah, and I'm pretty sure you can you can open up cases and then it's like free roam type thing as well. Where'd he go? There he is. Because there's other crimes and stuff around that you get called on your radio, so you can go and do different crimes and stuff.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
Yeah. Oh.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City. Tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
Fabergé.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Our net only got 600 clams.
Dearest Beverly, with love and affection always. It's a little bit hard to read that one. Okay. Go back to the police station. Well, actually, I'll use the phone. Across the road? Yep. Alright.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to Hollywood Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted the Hollywood 9th Beat Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks.
Alright. Well, I think I might go and talk to the patrolman first and then head back. There we go.
You know the way. You can drive.
Oh, let's go. Let's
A
go
one-way
already.
ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus two dames always equals problems.
Hmm. I still think it was the doctor.
Come on, let's give him a hand.
Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Fuck's sake. Of course.
Wallace,
Run.
go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Wallace, get out of the way. Oh shit, there's a bunch of dudes here.
Find some cover. I got you.
Get behind something, Phelps.
All right. There we go.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. We nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back. They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years. I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy.
Partner.
I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an acrobat of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
You haven't done too badly yourself.
Ah, okay. Some dude called Willie.
Can you drive to this one?
You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
I think the doctor's involved still. He might not have been the dude that did it.
We caught up with Mal.
Shady.
He's given us the dope on LeBlanc. He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle? There was no sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of it.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
It could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Let's have a look. Fabergé gold cigarette case, second
here.
from the top.
Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under
Black
a murder
sapphire
cloud.
ring.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Silver pillbox?
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Yep. No worries. What else have we got here? Alright. What else could that be? Wood case radio, pearl earring, no. No pearl ring there, pearl
Even the
ring.
engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Alright. So... let's go to... this person. Burglary victim.
My sister's always
You can drive.
You can drive.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Phelps, don't be so touchy. Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
Cool. Alright, so there was burglary, the rings,
Nice
pillbox, cigarette case, all stolen from this house. So, coming to investigate.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
She is. Would you follow me, sir?
I am Mrs. Eastrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions, if you don't mind.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a
Straight up.
scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, Detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Right, well that's a lie, because said it was 10 grand.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Who do you think you are, making heinous accusations in my own home?
Well, because you said that this was worth 25, and it's not.
We recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim. My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Daughter's boyfriend? Who would that be?
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
All right. I'm gonna go bad cop, I think. Yep.
I get the sense that you're worried about something, Mrs. Eavestrom.
And that
I've
was wrong.
already received the insurance claim, Detective. Is there any way we could keep the return of these items discreet?
Yeah.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eavestrom. The department will get in touch and let you know how you can recover your valuables.
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives.
There we go.
What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
And the
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
All right. Oh, I need to know where I'm going. Yeah, so her ring was a stolen one as well. Whoops.
We're missing something here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiancé you're making scurrilous accusations about.
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it seems like this dude was organising the burglaries. He might have got some muscle. It would have been Willie and the other guy who had his head smashed in. I reckon they were the ones that were doing the actual robberies, I think. Sounds about right. Yeah, I think the fiance was the mastermind, if you will, behind it. And he would have hired people to do it. Whee! It's close. Freaking hell, this is miles away. Let's go. Come on. Where's the doctor fit in, though? I reckon the doctor's in there somewhere. I reckon he might have been banging the chick. Hey. But I don't know if he had anything to do with the murder. Oh, shit. Oh, friggin' hell. How far away is this place? Alright, almost there. I wonder if he's actually going to be there.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiancé really is.
Ah! Cool.
Welcome, sir.
Unlocked.
I'm sorry, are you a resident?
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Seems to be a little bit of a lie as well.
Well, isn't this just nice and awkward?
What's going on with these shifty people? Everyone's shifty. I don't know who I can trust.
Stop!
LAPD!
Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case. Go on, get
Put
out
your
of here.
hands in the air!
Yep. Let's run after this dude again.
Give it up! LAPD!
Oh, fuck, I hate doing these as well. My hat! What the shit? Are you kidding me?
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
I'm missing my hat. Oh, look. I look like a fool without a hat. Yeah.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her?
I actually think this was
Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
part of the robbery as
A
well.
graduation present from my parents.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Okay, so it's only those two. What's this thing?
Doesn't look like anything.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. Alright, hang on, I'll talk to you in a minute. I'm gonna snoop around. Yeah. Everyone's a bullshit artist.
This isn't what we're looking for.
No, that's nothing. What's this?
Incidental.
Yeah, everyone lies in this game, including your partners. lie to you all the time.
Not sure this means much.
Okay. Ooh, it's the kitchen. What do you got in here? Nah, this is a freaking torch. What? Who the hell leaves... he must have been chopping up a watermelon and then got bashed up. Weird. Alright, let's talk to these crazy fools. Right.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
Okay. Now. What have I got here? Now, I think I might be able to use one of these two to accuse him.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
Yes, I will use the cigarette case.
Because you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea. Get a list of society parties and find out where and when, and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Right.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that
Her face was weird.
That she was going to create a new gang.
All right. So I don't think I've got anything to prove that.
You wanted Julia Randall out of your life.
Why would he want that?
Shit.
Julia was our friend.
Julia was his hump, sweetheart. They were the Bonnie and Clyde of society burglars. He met you and realized he didn't have to steal anymore. He could just mooch from you. He needed Julia out of the way.
Julia was insatiable. She didn't
Probably
care
was
about
telling
anyone,
the truth.
not the least me. She was never going to go back to the poverty she came from. I wanted it to stop.
Shit. Yeah, I think he might have been telling the truth.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
There is no Henderson.
That's bullshit. Look at your face. But how do I... Maybe I use that? Hang on.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Oh, shit. I'll back out.
Looks like I was mistaken.
I'm just going to do bad cop. I think I might...
Give it up, Arnett. You're
fuck.
facing the gas chamber. Give the judge some reason to commute.
You still don't get it, do you?
Gets harder.
Julia entrapped everyone. She was so beautiful. So goddamn...
Look at her face.
Henry Arnett, you are under arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Then why didn't you say that in the first place? I knew the doctor was involved. Yeah, it is good that they react. It's just her face was so weird. Alright, let's go and see Henderson slash... what's his face? Stoneman. Yeah, she was quite humorous.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Alright.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you can take the runner, Roy.
I didn't box in the Marines, though, did I?
I should have never told you that.
Yeah, but boxing's different to running. Alright. Let's have a look at Stoneman. He was on 5th floor. Yeah, so I might have to
Time for the doctor to give us something.
play through these again after I've finished, just to see if we can get a better outcome. It was one of the cases I got like 1 star, and the captain was not impressed.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett, and tell him it's urgent.
I can't do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Yeah. I need to do it
Doctor,
right.
I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
What happened to his
I'm so
jacket?
glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
Get out of here.
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough. She never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one.
Yeah.
Not my wife,
Gold
or
digger.
my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Oh shit!
Didn't see that coming.
Well, it was unexpected. I didn't actually realize he was going to jump out a window. Alright, I think I just need to use the phone and go, hey, get a dude over here to scrape this guy off this car.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler. Last known address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
On our way.
All right, let's go on.
We have an address for the runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Oh. Okay. Alright, let's go and meet the wrestler.
That old boy really fell for that broad.
Ha!
She was incredible.
You'll pardon the pun?
Would you throw it all away for a woman?
Life has a way of making you pay for your pride.
You're quite the romantic, Phelps. Stick with the percentages. Broken hearts are for chumps.
Yes,
You're talking from experience.
I
1:30
certainly am.
in the afternoon.
Oh, I like women as much as the next guy. As long as they're in their place and doing what they're told.
He's a bit messed up.
Thank God I didn't park there.
Isn't that the cop who won the medal and is
There it is.
solving all the cases?
Whoa! Don't you sleep?
You're behind the wheel.
Do we know where we're going?
Alright, let's go and see this. Yeah, so I'm in Australia. That's why it's daytime here.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this. The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the
Summer.
area closed off. We'll take this side of the street.
Oh,
A
okay.
harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
So let's look around for him. Where am I supposed to
Wait.
go?
Pull. You hear that?
Harmonica.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give
Why
yourself
w-
up.
Why do that? Oh, okay. Why do that, mate? Why not walk up to him before telling him? Alright. Up we go. Whoa, that was a bit of a weird jump. Okay. He's an extremely weird guy, this Cole Phelps. Come on, run. He loves running into walls. It's gone up again. That's weird. Usually the things that you can climb and stuff are yellow. I don't know why that one wasn't. Am I gonna have to fist fight? Where
Hold
is
it.
he?
He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Wait, the son of a bitch.
Here's the thing. He's going to be able to get up there and then that's it. Cop it right in the face. I think I blew his chin
really
off.
picked a spot for it up here, didn't he? Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Alright, so how did it go? Dr. Dead, the only Arnett could have revealed the depths of the... Okay. Oh, okay, so I didn't go that great. I actually think part of the story you might get demoted, but if you just do shit on the cases, yeah, you just get 1 star and they yell at you at the end going, hey, you're crap. So, I don't know. So I don't think you can get demoted, but I think in the story, there's a part in the story where they go, hey, you fucked up, so you go somewhere else. I think. What I can remember anyway. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it there because I need food for lunch and stuff. Thanks for watching. I should be back on Monday at about 10 o'clock my time, which I don't know what your time is. But yeah, so right now it's 20 to 2 in the afternoon. But anyway, I should be back on Monday. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, cool. Thanks for watching. See ya. Alright. Yep. Bye.